Hi and welcome to Dr. Mix. Today I'm going to show you how to perform a null test. This is a very useful technique in order to identify the difference between two pieces of audio. It can be used to assess the difference between untreated and treated sound, but also to check on the quality of audio gear like an equalizer or an audio interface. All of that coming up. So how have you guys been? I cannot wait to show you the null test trick. I've used it for years and it's very useful and I find it very, very interesting and revealing. But before I do that, if you haven't done already so, it would be great if you could subscribe to our YouTube channel and also hit the bell button so that you will be the first one to receive our brand new videos. Hey, let's dive right into it. This is a graphic representation of an audio signal. As you can see, it has positive peaks and negative peaks. The peaks correspond to the speaker's cone pushing out and pulling in. When you perform a null test, you take the audio signal and make an exact copy of it, and then you flip the phase of the copied signal. When you play them at the same time, you obtain a complete cancellation of the sound. This is because for each positive peak of the original signal, you pair an equal and negative peak of the same amplitude, and vice versa, which makes the sum of the two signals equals to 0, or in other words, null. That's pretty straightforward, right? So now let me show you how this applies in real DAW music production live. Here I have Cubase, which is my favorite DAW, but you can do this on any program, really. So let me show you what I've got here. Earlier, I've prepared this sine wave, which I'm going to place right there. I'm going to make sure it starts from the beginning. I've also opened this oscilloscope here so that you can see what's going on. See? These are the peaks, and these are the valleys that I was talking about. But bear with me, because now what we're going to do is we're going to copy this guy right underneath. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip the phase. This is the phase flip, yeah? Bang. Check out when I play both of them now. Complete silence, because they are canceling each other. Let me give you one further demonstration, mix console here. Check what happens when I pull down the flip phase one. Yeah? Makes sense, right? So, we've done this now with a simple sine wave. Let's do it with real music. And I'm gonna take one of my tracks that I'm about to release, one of my Sunlight Square tracks. I'm gonna put it right there. Here's the track. Right? So, watch me when I copy it across, and then the face is flipped here. Perfect. No music is coming out of it. Perfect. But now let's use it for something useful. Have you ever asked yourself what is the difference between an MP3 and a full WAV file? You're about to find out. Earlier, I have prepared an MP3 version of the groove. And I am just going to play it to you without flip phase. Right? This is 128 kilobyte per second, so it's quite low quality. Let's listen to the full quality. You may be tempted of thinking, there's not much difference. Look what happens when I flip the phase on the MP3. Now you're going to listen to the difference. What is that? Yeah, that's bad. And that's why null testing is important. Let me show you how it works on a simple equalizer, yeah? So I am going to remove the MP3 version. I'm going to copy one of these, still keep it flipped, perfect. That's all good. Now, what I'm going to do, I am going to start messing about with this equalizer. You see what's happening? Basically, I'm showing the difference between the unequalized sound and the equalized sound. It's this. Of course. Makes sense, right? So as you can see, this is the ultimate way to check on the quality of an equalizer, whether it's a plugin or if it's a piece of hardware. It could be a compressor, but also it can be an audio interface. Why? Because audio interfaces can be very temperamental. Latency times, how fast the processor is. So when you perform a null test on an interface, what you do is you compare the signal coming into the interface versus the signal coming out of the interface. And it is a pretty complicated job. However, there is an interface that does it all for you, and it's the Prism Sound Lyra. Let me show you how the system works. So here's the Prism Sound USB audio, which acts as a control panel for the Lyra 2. I am going to click on Verify, and it becomes green. Now, this means that anytime I record something into the Lyra, this technology will embed some derivative data within the dither of the analog to digital converter. So basically it allows to continuously keep the audio checked. So when you've finished recording and you bounce your mix, you export your files, whatever you want to do, basically you can use this function. You click on this green arrow and then you browse. These are two files that we have prepared in advance. So you open this one and you perform verify. As you can see, it gives us a whole report, what the file is, it's in good health or not. In fact, we have produced a file with some errors that we've put there on purpose. Check out. We open it, we click verify, and bang, you've got your two errors right here. You see, one on the left channel, one on the right channel. Do you want to listen to those two errors? Bang! So here's the Cubase session. This is the file with the errors, and it's been just equalized a little bit. And this is the original recording. So let me play you this one. See? If I turn up the original recording with the flip phase, you can hear the equalization. And if we go to this place, 1 and 2. So you see, I would have had to perform the null tests in order to know about those two errors if I didn't have the verify technology. So I hope that this is useful to you. If it is, please leave some comment and let me know how you like this kind of videos that I'm doing, and keep on being inspired and make great music. Talk mix.